Eva Luna, 1987, a novel by Chilean author Isabel Allende, follows the life of Eva, an orphan raised in an unnamed South American nation. The story spans several decades of the 20th century, and the political and social atmosphere of the 1950s through the 1980s suggests settings reminiscent of Chile and Venezuela countries, tied to Allende's own life, including her exile. Drawing on personal experiences to shape her storytelling is characteristic of Allende, as her fiction often blends her private history with wider historical landscapes. Eva Luna comes into the world as the child of a servant in South America. Throughout her life's many hardships, she remains determined to seek meaning and fulfillment. Her mother, Consuelo, had been rescued by missionaries deep in the South American jungle. Eva is conceived after a brief encounter between Consuelo and the estate gardener, whom she comforts after he is bitten by a snake. Though their time together is fleeting, he departs once he is recovered. Consuelo is grateful to have known love. When Eva is born in Consuelo's small room, the only one there to help is the household cook, who later becomes the child's godmother. Consuelo works for Professor Jones, the owner of a lovely home where Eva spends her early years surrounded by affection. Among the professor's unusual possessions are mummies he has created. To keep Eva from fearing them, Consuelo invents stories, and these narratives spark Eva's fascination with storytelling and imagination. Eva's life is upended when her mother dies, followed soon after by the death of the professor. Her godmother cannot care for her, and Eva is suddenly on her own. In time, she encounters Huberto Naranjo, who brings her to La Señora, the keeper of a brothel. Eva lives there for several contented years until a new police chief arrives and orders a raid. Forced to flee, she comes across Riad Halabi, who brings her to Agua Santa, where he lives with his wife Zulema. Years later, Riad's cousin Camel moves in with them. While Riad is away, Zulema seduces Camel, causing him to leave in distress. Zulema then takes her own life with a gun. After Eva and Riad share a single night of intimacy, he sends her away for both their sakes, and she returns to the city. Back in the capital, she reconnects with two people from her past, Huberto and Malicio, now living as Mimi. Eva becomes romantically involved with Huberto, who has become a leader of guerrilla rebels fighting against the ruling forces. She cares deeply for him, yet she knows he is not the partner she ultimately seeks. Alongside Eva's first-person narrative runs another storyline chronicling the childhood and growth of Rolf Carle. From the start of this interwoven thread, the reader understands that he is the man Eva will one day love and marry. Rolf grows up in Eastern Europe under the shadow of an abusive father who is eventually killed by local boys. Afterward, Rolf's mother sends him to South America to live with his aunt and uncle. He matures into a journalist and eventually meets Eva and Huberto while on assignment. As he assists Huberto's group in freeing political prisoners, a dangerous and revolutionary act, he and Eva slowly build a bond. Their shared struggles and similarly turbulent histories draw them together, and once their mission is done, they openly declare their feelings and plan a future as husband and wife. Eva's gift for creating stories remains central to her character throughout the novel. She has often been likened to Scheherazade from 1001 Nights, whose storytelling skill kept her alive. Eva's tales serve as her protection, her way of resisting despair, reshaping the world into something she can endure. Through imagination, she finds refuge from the brutal realities of post-World War II life and political repression in Latin America. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.